What's up, guys? This is my very first book haul. I went ahead and got a whole bunch of books. I think I got these a week or two ago. Anyway, and I thought, you know what? Let's make a video. So first up, I'm gonna do a book that was recommended to me by actually one of my coworkers. It's a true story, I think. Thank you. I have somebody off camera helping me. It's called A Child Called It, and I don't remember what it's about, but it was recommended to me because I wanted to read something true. I wanted to read a true story. I don't remember what it was about, but I'm going to read it, and if I deem it worthy of a book review, I'll book review it. I heard it was very good. It's a memoir. So, yeah, I'm very excited to read this. It's pretty short. It's only about 170 pages. So that's a pretty quick read for me. It's not the quickest out of the books I have today, but it's one of the shortest ones for sure. So I'll put this, assistant, please take it. Next we've got George Orwell's Animal Farm. This is a book I chose because I've read 1984, but not Animal Farm, and I heard that they kind of go hand in hand a little bit. 1984 and Animal Farm talk about a lot of the same themes and storylines. It's not the same story, but both of them are dystopian. Both of them are like trying to defeat the big bad guy. You know, 1984, it's Big Brother. In this book, I haven't read it, so I don't know. But from what I know, it's about animals, and they basically rise up, and in the end, they become just as bad as the people they were fighting. It's a very, I don't know if harrowing is the word, but something like that, and I'm excited to read it. I've heard a lot about it, obviously. It's, again, pretty short. It's about 140 pages, so again, not that big, but I don't know. I'm excited to read it. If it's worthy of a review, I will review it. Next up, we've got George Orwell's 1984. I got the same editions for these because they just look so cool together. Like, look at that. Look at that. Anyway, 1984, it's a book I have read, but I need it for my own personal collection. I don't know if I can do a review for this one. I don't know if I can do a review for this one because the main character is, I forgot his name, I think it's Winston. Yeah, it's Winston, and he's kind of a jerk. Like, he actively fantasizes about, you know, the worst thing you can physically do to a woman. He actively fantasizes about doing that to another character, Julia, and we're just supposed to, like, root for this guy? I think not. So, this is quite longer. It's 300-ish pages, 300 or 20-ish pages. I will be reading it again just because it's important to literature. I don't know if it's my favorite book that he has done. It's the only one I've read, so even then, though, it's not really something I'm into all that much. Next up, we've got... Why did you hand it so awkwardly? Next up, we've got Caraval, I believe is how I pronounce it. Caraval? Caraval? Next up, we've got Caraval, which is by Stephanie Garber. It's more modern out of the last two I did, obviously, and I don't really know what it's about. I literally picked it up because it looks cool. I think it's kind of like a circus-y type sort of thing. It's part of a series, so if I like this one, I'll continue to read it, obviously. This year I'm trying to get more into reading, so yeah, this one is bigger as well, about 400 pages, so that's not bad. I really like the details on this cover, like, it just looks cool. Anyway, so the next book we've got is probably the shortest out of all of them. It is The Yellow Wallpaper, which is my favorite short story in the entire world. It's about this woman who, it's been a while since I read it. She has this sort of condition, I think it's paranoia or anxiety, something like that, and I don't know which one, but her husband is a doctor, and he basically just tells her, okay, just sit in this room all day, you can't go, you can't do anything, and so she has to sit in this ugly room that has yellow wallpaper, and the only way I can describe this wallpaper to you guys is like, imagine pattern on top of pattern on top of pattern on top of pattern. It's just like, it's ugly is what it is, and yellow is my least favorite color. So I entirely understand where this character's coming from. But basically, in the end, she ends up going insane because her mental illness goes undiagnosed, untreated. So all she has to look at is this ugly yellow wallpaper. But I think it's a very good story, and I probably will do a review on this one, just because it's my favorite. Like, I'm kind of biased, but finally got it. It is a short story, so again, it's 27 pages. So short stories obviously are shorter, and that's why this is much shorter. Like, it looks like a pamphlet. Like, you see that? See how thick that is? It really just looks like a pamphlet. It's a very good story in that small amount of pages. And the next story, I hope, is just as good. These next two go hand in hand because I bought them at the same time and they're part of the same series. It's The Sinner's Duet is what it's called, I believe. I believe this one's the first one. There Are No Saints. And I don't know what it's about. I literally just bought it because I heard a lot of people really liked it. It was like a intriguing, maybe darker story, and I like those types, the ones that make you think a lot. Page numbers, we've got about 250 for There Are No Saints, and for There Is No Devil, it is, again, about 250. So, I really like the contrast of the covers. They're just kind of like, I don't know, one's black, one's white. It's just, it looks cool, okay? Like, if you're going to buy a book based off the cover, which you really shouldn't, but if you do, this obviously has to be one of them, just because it's like, it's so intriguing. It makes you think. It's like, what do the snakes mean? Is it symbolism for something? It's so cool. I like how they're inverses of each other. I could talk a lot about that, but anyway, I'll read these. If they're worth a review, I will do a review on them. So the next one we got is a Virginia Woolf. It is To the Lighthouse. I wanted to read more classical literature, so I got this thinking maybe this counts, right? Classical literature, I would think. It's Virginia Woolf. She isn't alive today, so I count that as a classic. This one also goes hand in hand with the next book we've got, but before we get there, we're going to look at the page numbers. This is about a little over 200, so, you know, a pretty good medium-sized book. Nothing too egregious, nothing too crazy. I haven't read anything by Virginia Woolf, so I'm not sure, like, what her writing style is. I'm not sure if this is something I'll actually enjoy, but I have it, and I'm very excited to read it. So, yeah, that's To the Lighthouse, and the next one. The title kind of goes hand in hand. I don't know if this is part of, like, a series. I don't think she did a series. I believe she just did standalones. Either way, this is The Waves. Again, the cover kind of has, like, this nice pattern on it. A little similar to the aesthetic of the first book that is by Virginia Woolf. I don't know if the series. This is a little bigger. It's about 300 pages, so I bet there's more of a story in these pages. Again, I don't know what this one is about either. I heard this one is a bit more poetic of the other. Here, let me just read the back. I don't know why I haven't been doing this until now, but I guess I will. Innovative and deeply poetic, The Waves is often regarded as Virginia Woolf's masterpiece. It begins with 6 children, 3 boys and 3 girls, playing in a garden by the sea, and follows their lives as they grow up, experience friendship and love, and grapple with the death of their beloved friend Percival. Okay, anyway. Instead of describing their outward expressions of grief, Woolf draws her characters from the inside, revealing their inner lives, their aspirations, their triumphs and regrets, and their awareness of unity and isolation. I think this one might be a good book. Just based on that, this sounds like something I would actually genuinely like. I'm not sure about the other. Again, I didn't read the back of it for camera, for the video, but I know what it's about. I'm excited for this one, and if it is deserving of a review, of course I will. So lastly, we have a book that again was recommended by the same coworker that I work with. This is The Wrong Bride, the pretty edition with the pink. And this is basically about, how did she explain it to me? So it's like, there's these millionaires and like rich people who kind of control like the world. So like there's the entertainment industry, the automotive, and there's several others. And each of these people, they have their grandmother kind of arrange their marriages based on what would be best for their company. So the main character of this is, so I think this book is about Raven and Aries. And Raven is in love with Aries, but Aries doesn't reciprocate those feelings to Raven. I know, shock. But that's kind of what it's about. And Aries gets, arranged with Raven's sister. But the sister doesn't want to go through with the wedding, so Raven has to kind of masquerade as her sister in their wedding. And that's how this was described to me. So like, that sounds kind of crazy. I kind of want to read it. So here we are, The Wrong Bride. This book is a little longer than the last two at about 400 pages. So that's quite a story. And I know for a fact that this is part of a series. I can't tell you how many books are in the series. I thought it was six. But I'm very excited to get into this one, see if my coworker who's chatting it up is actually right. But yeah, so that is the end of this book haul. If any of the titles that you saw today you're very interested in, or maybe it's just like something caught your eye about them, let me know, and I will put that at the top of my list for reviews. Give me the books. Got the books. Okay, so here they all are. There's so many of them. And I have to read all these, unfortunately. This is the predicament I gave myself. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed this, because I read all the comments. I don't get a lot of comments, so that's not like saying something. But I do enjoy when people comment, and I like to actually respond. It makes me feel part of the community. But if you wanted me to review any of these, just let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. I hope to do more videos about books and such. It's just so much fun for me. So, alright, have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.